hello and welcome to Show Us Your Crits, a virtual tabletop show spanning role-playing games, interviews, and reviews. And we are back with the crew of Cyberpunks. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Well, we're back here with Carbon 2185, taking a frightening look at a dystopian future with very Groucho Marx ethics that has been going on. Anyway, corporations rule the nation, citizens are in ongoing debt, and wormholes carry people to far-off places. Part Blade Runner, part Mad Max, and mixed with a lot of other fun stuff. So we're definitely going to get back to our interlinked storyline tonight. But before we do, let's go ahead and have everyone introduce themselves and whom they are playing tonight, and I'll do a recap. And we'll start with Gideon. And go. Is he still muted? No. Gideon, introduce yourself and who your character is.
Billy O'Shea, human.
Okay, there we go. And Mary.
I am playing Keela. She is a gutterpunk scoundrel who spent a lot of her life running drugs and sneaking around. So she's got a few contacts in the underworld, and she's pretty good at skulking about.
All right. And Greg.
I am Dr. Dirty, the Wasteland Doctor, who's always willing to help save your life as long as you got the money for it.
All right. Mike.
I am Caitlin Shinjiro, a synthetic hacker who tries her best to hack and sometimes succeeds. Also is struggling to find her identity in the 2185.
All right, and last but not least is Matt, who is joining us again tonight. Hello, Matt.
Hello. I am playing Dirk, a former private military soldier who kind of had a grenade basically blow up in his face. So he got ousted from the military, and he has gone gutter punk. Basically, I'm a sniper and a street samurai.
Awesome. And I am JC. I'm your host. I'm also human. And we are going to go ahead tonight and pick up where we left off. So our party was hired by an outside source, a fixer of some ill repute, to go and swap out some code at a company called Frisco's Finest, who has been known to make great things such as reheatable in the tin tacos and self-drying fish and all kinds of interesting stuff that probably no one wants to eat. The company that owns them is, as we have now learned to call it, Vindaloo. They are not a type of chicken. They are definitely a corporation that deals a lot with synths. Our party had gone to Frisco's Finest compound to deliver and basically put a new set of code for the synths into the mainframe. What ended up happening was, on the first attempt, they decided to do some camouflage, dressed up in costumes that they thought would look like the synths they were going into. And after doing several things that kind of went wrong, they ended up getting chased out by a couple of very scary looking cybernetic Terminator looking guards. So they ran, reconvened, managed to do some research, found out what the synths in the compound actually wear, managed to disable one of the security devices in the fence, and get themselves over into the compound. Currently, right now, our PCs are in the, as they call it, the synth compound inside the Vindaloo compound, or the Frisco's Finest compound. There are 3 distinct buildings. Which of all of them is very kind of hard to tell where that mainframe may lie, and also because as corporate firewalls are very strict, and a lot of times they don't put main databases on the actual network. So it's going to be a guess as to where it is. There is a small corporate building on one far end of the compound. There is the synth lodging compound or synth housing where they're in now. And there is a factory right next door to that where there's a lot of automated things going on. The synth housing is pretty massive. There's usually about 300 synths in the compound altogether, and those are broken up into 3 separate shifts. People sleep on and off here, and as our party has managed to make their way pretending to be synths, they found some open bunks. It looks like by looking on the bunks that there's very odd pieces of things on the occupied, or at least bunks that look like they have been taken by someone. Everything from pieces of doll heads to old books to broken bottles. Oddly enough, they're just all scattered all over the place on various beds. And it doesn't really make any sense other than they were just placed here for some random reason. But anyway, there is one guard in the compound as you go in. Everyone took a bunk. Managed to slip into the lockers and actually get a clean uniform. The one matches the synth. So that's where we're going to leave off, or we're start up. So everyone, you're in there. The guard's walking back and forth. There's really no other synths because it looks like there's not for another 6 hours that there's going to be a return of people from the shifts. So actions.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on what's going on with the guards.
So far, there only seems to be one guard in this compound, and he's just kind of standing up against the door. There is another guard over here. Oops, I'm clicking on it like I'm on Roll20. I should open Roll20 so I can click. So there is a guard here.
Aha.
And so they look like they're watching both doors. You really don't know what's behind door number 1 there that the other guard is in front of.
So, dumb question.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how synthetic synths are, but do they go to the bathroom?
They have standard, they're no different than humans to some degree. So the earlier models don't look, so think about in the original Terminator movie where they talked about the early models of Terminator, like some look like they had plastic faces.
I
Then
never saw Terminator.
Well, all right, then I wouldn't want to mention that out loud to the public, but anyway. But anyway, yeah, the earlier models looked a little bit more rubbery. The newer models obviously are incredibly passable for a biological human.
I'm going to try and go to the bathroom.
All right.
I'll go. I'm over here.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna just see if this guard will let me go to the bathroom.
The guard just looks at you and opens the door.
Right on.
All right. So let me reveal this area here. So yeah, he opens the door for you, and there's kind of a sealed area here, and this looks like to be a shower complex. There are various stalls in here too. They just weren't illustrated in, but so there are, for.
All right. Well, I will go in and choose a stall.
Okay. There are a few synths in here that are showering as you go in, but they don't particularly seem to notice you off the bat.
I'll just do some business, and then Is this another door?
That is another door.
I'll go back out. Is this like a solid door or is it windowed? Like,
It's
so,
it's a glass door.
so this guy here could see me.
Yes,
Is he a
gonna-
guard? It's a guard, right?
it is a guard.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at this door. Can I see through it or is it solid?
It is this door over here is solid.
So I can't see anything on the other side.
Yeah.
Does this guy seem to be paying any attention to me?
No, they're both basically in there watching the synths that are showering. Either it's incredibly creepy or
Yeah. I'm gonna see if this door is open.
all right. It actually does open.
Okay. Open.
It appears to be some sort of like little cafeteria area with seating and there's like an automat thing. There is another guard in there. The guard is
Automat.
what's that?
Where is the automat?
Automats are against the walls here.
I'll just go like grab something to eat.
All right, so there are synths at the table as you're grabbing stuff, and the synths are just staring at you.
And then I'll just casually walk on out like nothing's going on, nothing to see here.
Yeah, they didn't stare at you in the shower, but then you dived into a stall as soon as you got in there. So
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna head back to the bedroom
mhm.
and let's see. I guess I'd head back to the bed I was in, and
the guard approaches you and pretty much just oops. Gideon dropped again. He comes up to you and says, "You know the rules. No eating in the sleeping area."
do you want me to take it in the hall?
I want you to take it into the cafeteria.
Is there a garbage can in here?
Yes, there is. He'll even be kind enough to run over and grab it and bring it up to you so you can throw your stuff in it.
I'll throw my stuff in it. But I'm going to sort of make it obvious that I have food so that everybody else can kind of see that there was dining elsewhere.
All right. Yeah, I mean, everyone. So Billy, Caitlin, and Dr. Dirty both see that you have had food that you're now throwing into a garbage receptacle.
Twinkies.
Just to give them an idea of like another room that's out there.
What's our plan here? I mean,
Our plan is we have no plan.
Yes.
I think it's to
Basically,
chill for 6 hours.
Yeah, we're waiting for the shift change.
Which was supposed to be in about 6 hours, and that was the extent of our plan.
All right. So, I mean, if you guys just want to wait out the time, you can. All this time passes pretty uneventfully.
I guess I'm just going to go to sleep.
Yeah, I don't want to rock the boat. Tried to rock the boat last time. Didn't work that well.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just gonna wait out the time.
All right. So, all of you feel your comms go off, like buzz. They're not like making loud, obnoxious cell phone sounds.
This is our fixer, and our fixer saying, "What's going on?"
It's basically it's a message from Dirk, who says, "Hey, I'm outside the compound. What's going on?"
How far is this into our waning?
This is probably more like an hour away from the shift of guard changing.
Should we try and see if we can sneak him in during the shift change?
That would probably be the best idea, but
Keep him out.
we need to make sure that he's in the right place so that we can easily get to him. Well, plus the only problem might be that the guards are probably going to be watching everybody going.
If he's got an escape vehicle, that's what we want.
Dirk will say, "Give me. I'll get back to you in about half an hour," and then he goes off of comm. I'm just curious. Are you basically, is Caitlin typing a response, or are you guys actually talking?
Typing.
Or like,
We're texting.
Okay.
Yeah, probably texting.
Okay.
It would be a very quick text message, and
Right.
on the down low.
Very coded text.
Yeah, on the down low if it's possible.
Okay. Yeah, that's your comms are usually coded unless someone's really trying hard to hack into them, and there's no reason why anyone would be at this point.
Okay.
It's kind of like a cell phone. I mean, you can hack someone else's cell phone, but you actively have to want to do it. It's not a...
Now, are we the only people in the bed area still?
Yeah, that you've noticed that, yeah, there's no one else in here.
Okay.
Let's wait for the shift change.
Do we have throat mics?
If we wait till like 10 minutes before the shift change, if somebody can distract that guard, I can get out early and run over to the fence and let him in.
Well, half hour goes by and Dirk sends another message saying, "I'm over by the corporate area. I managed to just kind of walk in. There is a bunch of automated food trucks here, about 6 of them. There seems to be some sort of weird Humvee-looking truck, and there also seems to be a black armored van. So I'm gonna go and where are you guys at? I'll come join you.
Bedroom.
The bedroom.
We're in the slave quarters, the workers' quarters.
Gotcha. Where are you heading to after that? Are you trying to get into the factory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shift change is going to be in about half an hour, so.
All right. Let me see what I can do to meet up in the shift change, and
Yeah,
but at least
look for the big group of people walking by, and we'll be.
And I'll go ahead and well, you know, I don't think these, honestly, the cars in this parking lot look like derelicts. So I'm not 100% sure why there's a bunch of these old cars in this in the admin office parking lot, but any of these we could probably easily hotwire and
Okay.
get out.
James, just to clarify, when you said like a Humvee and everything else, we're not talking about like military vehicles.
No, more kind of like a Jeep Explorer that's been, I don't know, like yeah, just like a Jeep.
Yeah, cool.
But
All right.
okay, and then the half hour will pass. So at this point, the door over towards the side opens up. Where this guard is, he lets him in, and you see a bunch of synths walking, basically walking into this room here. Are you guys still in the beds? Are you getting up? Are you trying to?
I'd be getting up. I'd be getting up, preparing for the shift.
Okay.
Ditto.
All right. The guard here will definitely, the guard over here will move towards the door, open it up, and he goes, "All right, well, go join your shift outside, slackers."
Yeah. I head out.
Okay.
Onward.
So you get back into the compound. The one thing that you notice, and I mentioned it to Keela earlier, is that as you're... oops, what am I doing here? I wanted to... oops, hold on. I need to fix something. I just want to check something. Okay, good. Got it. I just want to make sure Billy was able to control his own figure. All right. So the one thing that you notice as you're they're walking in and you're walking out is that the synths are just looking at you pretty hardcore.
What you looking at?
And
I'm just gonna ignore them.
My perception, I'm pretty good at lying. It's the best thing this guy's got.
so, I mean, they're not talking to you, but they're all just kind of looking at you very strangely. Like they're kind of just wondering what you're doing there.
Go for it. They can wonder.
Yeah,
I'm going to bullshit them.
I am not even talking.
Are you going to talk to them?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to say to them as they kind of walk by?
Well, Billy McShay would know a few things about synths, and I know nothing about synths. What would one say? How's your oil? I don't know.
They're biological creatures. Honestly, synths don't usually. I mean, these are worker synths, so they don't really say anything except take orders and relay. Yeah, it actually would be more awkward if you talk to them because no one usually does.
0010 0010.
Quit looking at me.
All right.
And you're walking in such a group that it's not obvious to the guards that they're actually stopping and looking at you.
So I'm going to wander in to the main group.
Okay.
And just disperse us a little bit.
All right.
Vacant eyes, synth look.
All right. So you guys are basically grouped up into a large pile and then moved over to like across the courtyard back over to the actual complex building. So you guys are all here actually, except for I need to go and grab Matt. So let me just go and grab Matt.
I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
You have to get permission first.
All right.
You need consent.
James will be back in 2 seconds.
All right.
2 seconds left.
Yeah, that's fine. Matt, did you say I need cassettes?
You need consent.
Oh. Where the hell is Dirk?
That is
there
the
he
question.
is. Copy. And then bring it back over here. And paste. Oh, I have to paste over here. There's Dirk.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
So Dirk, as they come back to the courtyard, so I'm basically just gonna give you the lowdown on Dirk, is that while you were basically trying to figure out what was going to happen, Dirk managed to actually just kind of wander up during business hours and basically ask for a tour. And they're like, all right, well, no one usually asks for tours, but sure. So Dirk is actually standing outside of the building with you with like a guard who is, and they're both wearing these, like, he's wearing a big visitor's tag and he has a big, like, Frisco's Finest button and hat on. And
I used my Jedi mind trick. You want to give me a tour?
And well, is the difference between trying to sneak like in there at like midnight than just actually walking up and kind of going, hey, can I get a tour?
Sounds like my style too. Directed to the point.
Didn't even know asking was a possibility.
Sometimes the simplest solutions.
And it wasn't that they were actually, I mean, basically, if we do a cut scene back to what happened, it wasn't like it was an easy thing, but it was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. Dirk went up and they're like, well, we haven't given a tour in years, but yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, and they pull out this like ancient bag of swag and a couple of like preheat tacos and like hand it to him. He has like a little bag that says Frisco's Finest on it with different things in it. But
Awesome.
you see your companions all dressed in like the drab colors of like synth overalls, standing in this like group of 60 synths that are now coming through the front. And the one thing you've noticed that they noticed too is that all the synths are looking at your compatriots with like this look of almost disgust.
Oh shit.
No.
But the guard is just kind of an asshole, and he is more or less, just kind of telling everybody, all right, you losers, we're going in. You're going to be working in the cargo and stacking areas today. So, and then some of you I'll take to processing. So he basically splits it up, and your group will go into the stacking and loading pile, and the other half will go into the processing. So let me
Am I still on my tour?
what's that?
Am I still in the middle of my tour?
They're going to walk in with you, and it says, well, let's show you the way that we pack Frisco's Finest into every box and ship it all over the world. So
Okay.
yeah, so you get the first class treatment, and you're brought to this area here. There's like a window here that looks in, while the rest of you synths
Now
are shuffled in here. And
with our, I'm sorry for interrupting. With our Neuralinks, do we actually have to manually type stuff, or can we just think about it? It'll type itself.
it's more kind of like you would need to type it in still, but you would have like a holographic heads up and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, you see, basically as you walk in, you can see Dirk and the tour guard smirking and pointing at everybody.
And laughing.
Actually, the guard is laughing. So what the rest of you see in here are these odd boxes and these machines. So what these machines do is they go around the compound to different little like sub boxes, and they load stuff into the bigger boxes, and then spray paint like a code and then the name of where it's going to. So, like maybe one's going to 7-Eleven, one's going to like Whole Foods or whatever. But it's doing this, it's like almost custom packing things into these boxes and loading them on the trucks. And there's some synths here already that have joined you and kind of doing their thing. You're not sure what's beyond this area up here, although there's open archways and it's very loud. And again, you can look over here and see the window, and you can see Dirk and the tour guard kind of talking and laughing and pointing at synths and making horrible like jokes and other stuff.
Rude faces.
Dirk probably flips you off. Like, fuck you guys. No, I'm sure he wouldn't, but
Are these like big trucks, like semis?
Yeah, so it's kind of not to scale because it looks like these things would probably be a size of a pickup truck, but they're actually large trucks.
Do they block line of sight from wherever the guard is?
Yes, because the guard right now is over here with Dirk.
Okay. I'm going to quickly text him when it looks like nobody's looking, and just say to stay on the tour and try to find the server room. And we'll find a way to get out of here.
Also known as James. It's called the core, right?
Yeah, you need to find the core, which is generally just slang for like the mainframe.
So, what do they want us to do if the little robots are shuffling everything?
Basically, you're pulling the boxes and pulling the sub little boxes out, so the little robot carts can go up and start like picking things out.
It's
Man,
like Amazon.
the robots have a better job than we do.
Yeah, actually, they do, and they get paid more too, which is
Lame.
Plus, they get breaks.
yeah, and benefits, health benefits, and vacation time, free movies, things like that.
So, I'm going to start pulling boxes and see if I can figure out what's in them.
They're all various Frisco's finest food products. Like I said, the self-cooking tacos, and all kinds of fun stuff like that.
Well, that sounds delicious. Nothing nefarious seems to be going on in this room.
Nothing at all, really.
So, James, since I missed last game, what's my motivation here? Why are we here?
You were given a note, left a note since you weren't around when they were hired, that you guys need to basically put in some code into the mainframe. Basically, all synths work on a code, and you were given some code that basically changes synth code.
Okay.
For the workers. So that's how you had to find the core, which you're not 100% sure where it is.
Right.
And we're not technically supposed to kill anybody if we can help it.
Does one of us have the code? Do we
What's
have
that?
like a USB stick or something like that?
Yeah, he has a disc, like a chip.
Who he?
I think Caitlin has it.
Yes, I have it with me.
Can you pass it off to Dirk?
He's not going to be at the server, and he's kind of in another room.
Yeah, so basically, Dirk, you're walked this way.
Walk this way.
And shot.
Woo.
No.
If I walk over here,
that's usually how the tour ends, right?
You answered my question.
Yep, you can see directly through. This seems to be a processing plant of some sort. There's one guard who's sitting in the chair looking pretty bored. There's a bunch of other synths kind of walking around, basically putting stuff together. And there's also like here, oops, why can't I? Oh, because I don't have this lit. So basically over here, these are huge ovens that they're put into, and various scary looking things come out of this conveyor belt.
Those are ovens the synths are put into? No,
they don't bake synths here. Well, they might chop them up here and then they'll bake them, but and that's a rumor. No one actually does that. But anyway, the synths all stand on this line, kind of like Laverne and Shirley style, and like various products will come out of the conveyor belts, and the synths will actually like put together the stuff and then send them down these conveyor belts to the ovens, and then they'll throw the stuff in the ovens.
So the guards that are here, are they armed?
They are armed, but in this room you can only see that there's one guard.
Okay, well, what is he armed with?
They are armed with nuclear warheads. No. They are armed with basically 21st century pistols.
Of course.
Because that's, the common gun of this damn game is...
Was I smart enough to bring my weapon?
Roll me a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Maybe, because we weren't kill anybody.
No, 20.
Yeah, you remember to bring it.
Sweet. All right.
All right. So what is everyone else doing? You notice that the door, basically the entrances here are pretty open.
Shay's going to make his way, carrying a box, to the door here.
Okay,
So
let's
I
see.
can't seem to control my guy.
You can't control him?
No.
Hold on. Let me. Do you have it on the arrow on your thing?
Hold on a second.
Maybe you have him on me for some reason because I can control him.
I think James made it so everybody can control him last game.
Oh yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on a
that's
second.
weird. You don't show up on the list of.
Boom.
Huh, and you're there. That's weird. Hold on, let me.
I got him.
Oh, you do?
Yep. Sorry.
Okay. No problem. All right.
Carrying a
So-
box. Looking like he's busy.
Yeah, the synths are all working, and the guard is kind of over here just lazily looking at everything going on. There's a couple of windows over here, and there's another door here.
Oh, good.
Grab the cook.
No one's really said anything about you moving aside because it just looks like everyone's kind of busy doing stuff, so no one's particularly like paying attention to you.
Shay's going to talk to the guard.
You're going to talk to the guard?
Yep. Distract him.
Well, he's just like, hey, you, get back to work. Stop
Get back on that
lollygagging."
line and start warping.
Fair enough. Back to work I go.
All right. So while that little distraction was happening, anyone else doing anything else?
I am.
I guess for the time being, I'm just working,
I'm
Pretend-
gonna,
pretending to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend to work until I hear from Dirk where he thinks we need to go.
I am going to see if they let me get in the cab of the truck.
Yeah, no one stops you.
I'm
So
gonna-
James,
Yes.
as they take me on the tour,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to seem like a complete moron to them because I'm going to be saying, okay, so we go down this hallway and take a left, walk by this room that is labeled, that kind of thing. That
Well,
way these guys can hear where we're going.
Well, the thing is that they don't take you any further than here, and
Okay.
show you out the window. And he goes, "Yep." He goes, "This is really about as interesting as it gets." There's a door over there that leads off to our recycling and everything else, and and some of our vats where we grow some of some of the foodstuffs. But if you'd like, I could take you out into the packing area and let you go through some of the fine Fisco products and let you put some more stuff in your bag.
You know what? Yeah, that would be great. But first, is there a bathroom I can use?
Sure. Actually, there's one over here in the area over in here.
Okay.
Inside the back of that truck.
Yeah. There's a little porta potty in the back of that truck.
So I guess my plan is I'm going to go to the bathroom and sneak off to try and explore on my own.
Oh boy.
All right.
Yeah.
So while you're doing all that, the rest of you just working. O'Shea, like I said, the guard just completely fucks off after you go back and pretend like you're loading fish tacos.
Trying to look around in the cab of the truck,
Uh-huh.
see if there's any like company tablet or laptop that might be hooked up to an intranet or something like that.
All there really is in the cab is there's kind of like the truck guidance system and things like that. Stuff more for like you would use if you're doing delivery or it's more of a fancy GPS than anything tied into the systems of the company.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna
All right.
go. I'm gonna try to get myself into the other room and try to start working in there.
Okay. So O'Shea, you've been in the room
Well,
now.
O'Shea's going to make his way around.
All right. Yeah, so you would actually have to duck. So you're going to go past the guard and duck under the conveyor belt, or you're going to go around?
Around.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So where Dr. Dirty's going. So yes, there's a door here. This door does seem to be locked, and there is a window here that looks out.
So, James, another question: what are the guards dressed like?
They're wearing kind of like corporate jumpsuits. They're wearing a little bit of armor on their bodies, like a vest.
So if I were to try to jump one and quietly knock him out, put him in a chokehold, something like that, does that seem like it would be feasible, or because of their armor and such, would that be a fruitless endeavor?
Their armor's really just protecting them from ballistic.
Okay.
It would be more just kind of a deception to like be able to get them into that grapple, and then basically start applying that chokehold.
So the guard who told me where the bathroom is, does he show me where it is, or does he just point and go over there?
He comes about here and then just shows you, says over there in that room. He goes, I'll wait here.
Ah, we went black.
Are there any other doors down that way, or is it just the bathroom?
It's just this is just kind of like a single bathroom area.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom door, and I'm gonna try to open it, but I'm gonna act like it's locked. And then I'm gonna come back to him and I'm gonna say, "Do you have a key for it? Because it seems to be locked."
Yeah, buddy.
So I follow him back over to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
As he goes to open it, I'm going to push him through into the bathroom and try and choke him out.
Okay, so we're going to deal with combat with you and him in a second. So Dr. Dirty and O'Shea, Billy, you're in front of that door. The guard hasn't particularly paid attention to you because realistically you're still kind of in the area where there's a an assembly line going.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is he not looking or looking?
He is not looking. He's actually, his attention is on his like little device. He's probably playing like Bubble Witch 14 or something.
I'm heading over here. I want to see what can I see out the window.
As you look out the window, let me go ahead and reveal.
Ooh.
You see a room with algae tanks.
God damn it.
Sure.
I'm guessing this is bulletproof glass. If you just like
Yeah.
thump it.
Yeah, it's pretty thick.
It is the thick stuff.
Billy, I'll get back to you in a second. You're about to go through the door. Caitlin and Keela.
I'm gonna try to see if I can casually make my way into the room to join Dr. Dirty and O'Shea.
Okay. Yeah, no one actually bothers you kind of going through there. I mean, you look like synths. The synths are still looking at you really strange, but no one's like pointing a finger to scream at you.
Okay.
I'm going to go over to these boxes here and pretend I'm doing something with them.
All right, Caitlin, the only way to get over there is you're going to have to pass the guard and duck under the conveyor belt. So either you're going to have to give me a good reason of why the guard would just kind of go, "Oh, you're going over there."
Nope. I won't press the issue. I'll be over here looking at these boxes.
Okay.
But it's a whole room of your Soylent Green, Mike.
Now, where does this conveyor belt come from or go to?
What's that?
Where does this one right here, the one that's going to the?
It's a mystery.
Room?
It basically just kind of, it's like one that. So let's just say if anything's rejected, they just push it down on this conveyor belt.
Ah.
So it's like, day old food. They give it to the synths to, I don't know, eat or play with or whatever synths do with their food. But I really want to see how this combat's going to go. So let's do that while that's happening. And what is their initiative modifier?
Uh-oh.
Where's my initiative?
Put the little thing up, James.
Huh?
Put the combat thing up.
The combat thing. Oh, yeah, hold on.
Tracker.
There we are.
4.
I guess everyone could put their initiative up because it's honestly everything's kind of happened simultaneous here, so hopefully
I would imagine it's a surprise round for the guard.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do basically a what would it be? I guess perception versus perception.
Perception.
Can I use persuasion?
To the door?
No,
the door
no.
has no feelings about things either way.
No.
So let's see here. So yeah, go ahead and it's a perception versus perception to see if it's a surprise round. Because I mean, this is like a stranger that's in here that's so it's not like he's like, "Hey, buddy."
So, you want me to make a perception?
Well, I'm just trying to think of what skill would make a deception. It'll be deception versus perception.
Uh-oh.
Because you are trying to deceive him.
I hope he rolls bad.
Well, what's the perception? Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
So before we go into full initiative with everybody, Matt will go ahead to get his surprise round off. So you are going through for a grapple, correct?
Yeah. How do I do this?
All right.
This be athletics or
Strength versus strength.
Yeah, it's strength versus strength, and then he needs an athletics to try to break free. So.
Okay. Oh, come on!
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
No.
No. So you push him in, and he gets, you shove him up against the wall and all that. But you weren't able to get a grapple on him, and he kind of spins and faces you. So let's go from initiative order now, and then we will start adding people on as initiative goes. As things, as always, go sideways with this. Yeah. That should be your Cyberpunk group name, the Sideways Squad. And Kayla, you are first.
Oh, nice. So
Billy's right next to you in front of the door. Dr. Dirty is looking out a window.
this is the guy that Dirk tried to glug, right?
Yeah.
From where I am, let's see my little ruler. No. No. Can I see if maybe this synth reacted at all?
No, I mean, you can't really see what's going on, but also Matt shoved him in the bathroom and closed the door. So
That's
until
apparently
it's
over here, which means the truck is going to block view.
Yep.
yeah.
So
I mean, on Matt's turn, or I should say on Dirk's turn, Dirk could definitely, yell out, "Holy shit, I made a mistake," or "Ouch, ouch, ouch, that hurts."
I don't really know what happened. So I'm just going to inch a little closer to this door over here since I don't really know what happened.
Okay, and you're just gonna wait till Billy opens it?
Yep.
All right, do you want to take a held action?
I am going to punch anyone in the face if they come through the door when Billy opens it.
Okay, gotcha. Dr. Dirty.
Since I know what they're doing over there, I'm gonna get my weapon and I'm gonna lean over here.
Hey, there's
And
some misfit tacos and pizzas and stuff over here, man. They're all
no, I can see the guard from here.
yeah,
right?
you can. Yep.
Okay.
His head's down. He's looking into his Bubble Witch 14.
Nice.
I will ready in action to shoot him if he reacts to anything that they're about to do. Opening the door, that is.
All right.
If he moves at all, no. If he gets up to see what's going on, I will shoot him.
Okay. Yeah, right now he's screaming something about "Damn you, Wilbur, you horrible, horrible cat." But that's really about it. All right, so it's the bathroom buddies. And their combat.
So just before he does anything, since he goes before me, I look at him and I go, I guess that means no more goodies for my bag.
Oh no.
He you're in close spaces, so I'm gonna basically say that he gets an action surge. Rock. All right. An action surge means you can take 2 actions on the same
How do we
thing.
get that?
But he can only do it once per day, so it's not like so he's basically going to first try to as he pulls out his gun, smash you in the face with it.
Can I dodge?
Well, it's based on your AC, and do you have a dodge feat or ability? Like, how rogues have evasion where they can add to their AC or things like that.
I have military training.
No. Well, the thing is, when he tries to shoot you, it's going to be at disadvantage, so at least that's a plus. But the pistol whip is going to miss.
Sweet.
You guys are in close. Now he's going to try to shoot you.
Son of a bitch.
As all the cool kids do, but it's at disadvantage.
That's a gunshot. I'll wake everyone up.
Yeah.
A crit and a 10. So you're lucky, because if it wasn't a disadvantage, he would have made holes in teeth.
Yeah.
All right, we're back to Billy, who's at the door. The Billy-nator.
All right. Is the door open?
More importantly, how loud was the gunshot? Does everybody hear it?
Actually, we will get to that on the next round, because this is only 6 seconds. So people the next round will be going. So Billy, actione.
Going to open the door.
Okie dokie. All right, so let's get back to here and All right. All right. So you open the door. It actually opens fairly easy. It does make a loud kind of a, like when you go into a factory area, it kind of makes a buzz because it needs to let people know, who's going in and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like an intentional thing. It's just basically safety. But
Cool.
so
The
yeah,
sound of safety.
the door opens. There's like wham, and then it looks like there's sort of an intake bay in here. It's simply there's a garbage recycling dump. There's these little trucks. Um, there is there's a couple of the synths that are actually, let me put a couple of synths in there. Need this. Who kind of seem to be
Do we have any intuition where uh, the the server room might be? I mean, it's not here. It's gotta be somewhere, man.
It's either here or in the corporate building, but you weren't particularly sure. This would be the easiest way to enter. But so it's just a matter of scoping this out to see if it's in here. If not, basically to figure out another way. But so yeah, there's a couple of synths in here that are just kind of, they're actually in between the trucks, almost like they're trying to hide. And they're eating some of the stuff that was probably on this table over here. And make me a are you in there, or are you just looking through the door?
Oh, I'm going through.
All right. Make me a perception roll, please.
Perception.
Not bad. You looking over here, because the rest of the walls are kind of they're pretty much like concrete stuff that you would find, for a factory. But the door over here looks like there's a metal door that doesn't have like any hinges or any knobs or any sort of keypad. So you're not sure if they're like purely decorative or
Oh,
there's a compartment behind there.
cool.
Anything
Right,
else you want to do on your turn?
Move towards the door, wave to the synths, and look casual.
All right. They again, they kind of look at you that in that weird way that's the synths have been looking at you, but they just go back to eating their like misfit taco pieces.
Cool.
All right, and then you're gonna move towards this door here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna
No,
get
no, yeah, you can get right up to the door if you want.
cool.
All right. So that now brings us to Caitlin.
Are there any security cameras either in this room or possibly in the other adjoining rooms?
There are security cameras in this room here and this room here, because obviously this is processing, and they don't want to make sure the synths aren't stealing, I guess. But and Billy, on Billy's turn, he could tell you I'm sure he's looked around. There's no obvious cameras in this area, but it kind of just looks like a place where they just put refuge. So it's not, there might be one camera around, but it's not like a high security area.
Ugh, in the wrong place.
And you can actually, Billy, you can hear loud machinery behind the door that you're at.
Hmm.
All right. So Caitlin, I'm sorry. Yeah, Caitlin.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and walk up to the door and join Keela at the door.
Okay.
I'm going to be looking at these boxes over here now.
All right. And last is Dirk.
Ha! So what would it be if I wanted to try and disarm him?
It would basically be a grapple. So again, it would be strength versus strength.
Okay. Yeah. Let's try and disarm him.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
Nope. So this round, you basically have his hand with the gun. So you have it and basically can control. He still has it in his hand. So next round you can disarm him, but you now have him unless he breaks free.
Okay.
All right. That brings us to top of the round, Keela. But I'm now adding in our friend here, and because that loud noise is obviously going to make him jump, so he goes at 12.
Does that mean that I shoot him?
He hasn't moved yet.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to come in here and go over to this door.
Okay. This door does have a security pad on it.
Then I'm going to step back towards that room. I have 5 foot of movement left.
Okay. Well, you would have seen the keypad from if you just looked at the door from where you're at. So
Well, I'm just going to say in my mic to Caitlin, there's a door that might need to be hacked here.
Okay.
all right. Now let's go to Dr. Dirty. You still holding your action, or you?
For the moment, yeah. Until he...
Well, you know what? Actually, this guy probably would have moved at the end of round. So if you want to go ahead and take your swipe at him.
Okay. Cool. Crit. That means I got to roll damage again. Roll 2d. $23.
Ouch. So yeah, this you shoot him right through the head.
And that is a non-lethal damage.
Oh. You shoot him in the head and it knocks him unconscious.
Okay.
Or it hits his Kevlar and knocks the wind out of him and knocks him unconscious. However,
Picture it as you wish.
yeah. All right, you have a move left.
I will move over to the door here.
Okay.
I don't want to block it. I'll move over there. That'll work.
Okay. Next we go to our guard who's fighting. He's going to try to break the grapple. So that's all he's really going to do on his turn. So, Matt, it is athletics versus athletics.
Oh.
All right. He manages to get, but that's all he can do, is that he just kind of breaks out of your grasp. And he doesn't have his extra action because he already burned it. So it's basically you two just kind of dancing in there and cussing at each other. Billy.
Do I have any ability to open this door?
I mean, like I said, it doesn't have a locking mechanism. It's just a big, heavy door.
Cool. Open it.
All right. And this door is bound for glory. All right.
Uh-oh.
So you open this door, and do you see? You see a bunch of guards in here who are looking at synths who are basically picking through the trash. Like in the areas over, oops, let me get to a thing. So they're picking garbage from areas like over here, and they're simply like putting him on this treadmill.
Hmm.
They're putting trash on the treadmill?
Yep, like different pieces of trash that they've picked out. Billy, give me a perception roll. All right. Yeah, you're more kind of focused on like all this stuff that's going on at one time. But the one of this guard here will just simply look at you and he goes, "Well, if you're on garbage detail, then get to it. If not, close the door and shut your mouth."
We're in the wrong building. Shut the door.
All right.
We're in the wrong place, guys. And no servers here.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen anything that looks like a server.
All right. And we go over to who is this? Oh, the dead guy. All right, I can take him out of the mix. Caitlin.
So it doesn't sound like we need me to do any hacking of anything because this isn't the right building, right?
As far as we can tell.
The only locked room is this door here, and from what Dr. Dirty said, there's just vats of algae in there.
Mm.
I'm going
soy algae.
Realizing that we're in the wrong room, I'm going to find an excuse to leave the area and, I know, the bathroom. So I start heading towards the bathroom, completely oblivious to what's actually going on in the bathroom right now.
Well, there's two. They're all private bathrooms, so the other one would be over here. Unless you wanted to go to that one and open the door, it'd be interesting.
We'll say a 50-50. How about that?
All right.
Because honestly, she's just using it to try as an excuse to get out of the room.
Yeah, I mean, the only person that probably could have said or triggered anything is now lying on the floor unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
And the other person who could possibly trigger security is in the middle of wrestling with Dirk. And it is Dirk's turn.
All right. So he yanks the gun out of my hand. I'm going to try and elbow him in the face.
Okay. That is a roll to hit.
All right. So it's basically a strength roll. Well, a strength plus proficiency or no?
It would be your melee with proficiency.
There is no melee.
Then that would just simply be your strength plus your proficiency plus a d20.
Okay. So I'm going to do a strength roll. We'll just have my +2 for proficiency to it.
All right.
So I get a 6. This is working out spectacularly.
Well, this is making up for you missing last game. You're getting all your bad rolls out now.
Yeah.
All right, Keela.
All right, so I'm going to start heading 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 back to start. And I think I will just double move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. My goal, I'm coming back the way we came in, since I've been hearing people say this is where we want to be.
All right. At this point, the synth seemed to realize that the guard has also gone unconscious, so they're kind of moving in and checking on him, and also just kind of giving Dr. Dirty and Keela the dirty eye at this point.
They like their mom.
Stockholm syndrome.
You're right.
Dr. Dirty.
I'm going to double move over here.
All right. I'm going to just make a... Where's one of my synths? I'm just going to have them do an initiative so I can put them in here. All right. All right, so now we have the we have our fighty guy over here with Dirk. This is like the most funniest thing ever. So anyway, he is going to try to hit Pistol Whip Dirk, which I think he is going to do. So it's just realistically going to be that plus that and roll. So he hits you and like basically slams you in the face for 4 points.
All right.
And that's that.
I spit a little blood out and I give him a dirty look.
All right. We go now to our synth. One of them gets up and hits a hits a buzzer on the desk.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
And you hear like that bell ring, that ring, or like it sounds like an analog telephone, except it doesn't have a end to it.
Alarm!
That's not good.
We're screwed.
Right.
Crap, my cover's blown.
All right. That leads us to them. All right, Billy.
Billy is going to use persuasion and try to look like a synth. There's no back door?
None that you see, unless you want to jump on this conveyor belt full of trash. Although it's going to look kind of odd to the guards here.
These are trucks, right?
Yes.
There's got to be a door there.
There is a door that goes out. It is locked, but yes, there is a door that goes out. At this point, you look like a synth, so the question is, you could just like stand around and look stupid. Also, another thing, dude, there is a large dumpster on wheels here, conveniently in front of that door. I hate to, just kind of give you options, but I'm giving you options.
I'm in the dumpster.
Oh, okay. Are you going to do a hitman? That's kind of cool. Go in the dumpster, and then you just hit your enter key, and you look out of the dumpster and look around and close it again. I don't know if anyone plays Hitman, but that's what it's reminding me of.
What am I missing?
No, that's fine. You're in the dumpster. It reminded, because your character's bald with a gun and you're hiding in a dumpster, it just reminded me of the video game Hitman. Because the main 47 is this bald assassin, and in the game, when you want to hide, you go into dumpsters, and then you kind of peek out and look. Sorry, I'm just being a nerd. All right.
Nope, he's in the dumpster.
All right, my Hitman reference fell short. But
sorry,
good
guys.
man. No, hey, no problem. Caitlin.
So, in what room? I'm sorry. What room was it that the analog sound went off?
It's actually going off through the whole building now.
Oh crap!
Yeah, we're boned.
I let out a large sigh.
Can you shut that off?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can shut that off. Can I try and hack into the system and see if I can try and manipulate it so that it's a false alarm, or just turn it off altogether?
It sounds like it's analog, but you could probably turn it off.
Okie dokie, let's try that. So that's a hacking roll, I assume?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And I'm hacking. I get a 15.
All right. I mean, it's a simple system. You turn it off, but it really wasn't attached to anything. It was pretty much like a big red button that's on the floor of the manufacturing to just basically, whatever emergency would be happening. So, but you did turn it off. So there's that, and you can move.
Yes, I'm gonna follow. Which is the way that we actually exited this area?
Over here, down to Goblin Town.
Got it. So I am headed that way, casually, carrying a box, trying not to look too conspicuous, and if I can, I want to go between these two pickup trucks or two trucks.
Okay, and Dirk. Oh,
I'll go this way. Sorry, my bad. I'll go this way.
okay. Dirk,
Yes.
I know you're having a bunch of fun, so
Oh yeah. Well, I heard the alarm go off, right?
yeah.
All right. So then at that point, I draw my my phase shift knife, and I'm gonna try and kill him.
Okay.
Wow, that's a 20. That's a critical.
Yes, it is.
So that's 5, and then I roll the damage again.
Yeah.
So that's 12 points of damage.
Wow. Let's see here. Haven't killed him, but basically you, as they say in 4th edition, you've bloodied him.
Okay.
He's like way below half his hit points. Like you slice into him, and he's not long for this world if he gets one more hit or things like that. But yeah, you nail him.
Cool.
All right. So at the top of the round, I need to add some other people into this top of the round.
You don't need to.
Matt, what's your phone number? I'm gonna put my girl on your situation so we can find you a place.
Well, we should probably give it off air. So
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you through Facebook.
Cool, man. Sorry, man.
That's okay.
all right. So that we have that there. And I need to move down here and roll initiative for these guys. Boom. 22. Nice. All right. So Keela, top of the round.
All right, so this guy here is still up.
Yes, but he is locked behind locked doors. I mean, you could probably hear
Okay.
you probably hear rumble behind it because it's a bathroom. It's not
Wait,
particularly
so
made.
Don't worry, buddy. We're gonna get through this together.
Matt's fighting behind locked doors.
Yeah, behind a closed door.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm sure you've probably heard him fighting through your comms. Everyone has.
I'm sure. Yeah, technically, I guess we're somewhere over here.
Well,
Okay.
actually, you were actually where you were, Dirk. This is like the bathroom area here.
It is? Oh.
Yeah, that's why I put you here. It's
thought-
not on there, but that's where it is, pretty much.
I thought you said it was here. Sorry.
No. That's why I have you guys over here. That's where the bathroom
Gotcha.
Is this a computer?
is. It is a terminal, yes.
I'm gonna see if I can log into it and see where we need to go.
All right, so you're doing that. Do you have a computer skill?
I'm not trained, but I have something in it.
All right, go ahead and make a roll.
$16.
This seems to be the computer that's attached to the processing belt. So you can slow things up, speed things up, do an inventory, that sort of thing. It's not particularly plugged into anything except the big machine. But you can control the rate of the belts if you want.
I'm gonna not do anything to it so that it doesn't alert anybody else to anything else.
Okay. And if you have any movement left over, go for it.
There we go.
All right. And GM Slayer. All right. I got it. At this next one, I need to go ahead and do a couple of things. First, I have to drop into GM layer. And who's Caitlin? Actually, no. You none of you are in view, so never mind.
Okay.
And
I didn't hear anything. Anybody say something?
okay, and O'Shea, you Billy, you hear like mech. You hear almost like a sound, something that sounds like the Star Trek doors. At this point on your turn, you're still in the thing, but that's what you hear on the outside.
Okay, well, I think Billy O'Shea is sticking with the dumpster for now.
Okay, yeah. As these guys start moving out.
Because I don't hear what do I hear gunshots? No.
No. There's you hear that weird Star Trek door sounding thing, and then basically you hear the guards run through the door.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
dumpster down.
Okay, you are perfectly safe in the dumpster. That now brings us to Dr. Dirty.
I am moving over here. Here.
Okay. And let's see here. That's going to go to our guard, who's barely alive. He's going to try to pistol whip you again. That's really all he kind of has in his life right now. Does a 15 hit you?
Armor class 13.
All right. 4 more points.
Okay.
He's getting his licks.
Oh, he's getting his licks. All right. Just wait for my turn.
Billy, it is your turn.
Again?
Well, no, because I told you what you heard outside the thing. It wasn't your turn, but it's your turn now.
Oh. Sitting in the dumpster.
Okay. Do you try to peek out at all, or no?
Nope.
Okay.
Good silent.
All right. That brings us to Caitlin.
I am walking towards the exit as quickly as possible so as not to cause too much suspicion.
Show me which way you're going.
I assume the exit's down here at the bottom.
Yep, there's 2 doors. There's one here and one here.
So yeah, I'm going to try and exit the one that's closest to me, if possible.
All right. So, oddly enough, let's see here. When you look through that window, you see 2 sentry bots just entered in from this door here.
Oh boy. I tell everybody over the comm link the party's over.
Party was over a long time ago.
Yeah, and I am quickly moving to the exit.
All right. You have the movement to make it out?
Let's see. Double move, right? So 60?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You can make it out and probably like to over here somewhere. All right.
Then I do so.
All right. And Caitlin is out. This I think goes to our guards, right? Yep. So Kayla is dressed like a synth, so the guards aren't probably going to but the large sentry bots that are running with them may or may not recognize Kayla, but that's all they're doing this round. And Dirk,
Yes,
finish
sir.
him.
Yeah.
Fatality.
13?
13. Ooh, no. It is a 14.
Damn it.
So
I do max damage to the wall.
all right. But whoever's so Dr. Dirty, as you're running out, you hear gunfire coming from this bathroom.
I use my knife.
So you're
That's
gonna
my knife.
you're gonna do an offhand with your knife?
No,
No,
Oh,
I'm using my knife.
oh, okay. It's an AC-14. So Keela, your turn. Now you see coming around this way are the Vindaloo security.
I am going to pick up one of these boxes
Uh-huh.
and start walking into here with the box like I'm getting it ready for the little trucky carts.
All right. Then you do move yourself to where you're at.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Hey,
30.
James.
What's that?
We just got a retro schlep real quick because I forgot I have Street Samurai, so I add double my proficiency for when I use a blade. So I actually got a 15.
All right, then you would have killed him.
Okay.
Ruh-roh. Somebody's dead.
Somebody's dead.
We're in trouble now.
Sentry bots move.
Man, they look like Terminators.
That's pretty much what they are. Dr. Dirty.
Out.
Out, okay.
Out, and I'll go over with Caitlin. You have any idea where's the main complex? What is it? What are we looking for?
It's basically diagonally across the field, so you guys could
Okay.
run to it. There's a giant parking lot. It's across. Like, you can next round you're definitely going to start hearing sirens, but no, like, the security force is still in the building. You two are out, so hopefully everyone can get moving. Billy.
Okay, everyone's out.
So you have
Anyone, right?
there's like, you look out and you peek out and there's no one in here. So two things you can do is either A, go through this door here and jump on the conveyor belt and have it bring you out to the
Ooh.
basically the trash bins outside, or you can try to figure out where the control is to open the door to get this truck out.
I mean, I like the truck option, but this is safer. So
Okay.
boom, trash can. Out I go.
All right, and I'll just move you to the front here because, yeah, it'll take you out. You're a little dirty and smelly, but you make it out in a big, comfy trash heap outside.
Did we say trash can? We meant incinerator.
All right, Caitlin. You're running. Are you running to the corporate area or no?
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna pull this caper off, it's gonna be all or nothing at this point. So yeah, I'm making a beeline to the corporate building.
All right, all right, perfect. Who we have up next here?
Oh, and James,
Yeah.
I am relaying this over the intercom to everyone else so they know what the hell's going on. I just say corporate building, and I start running that direction.
Okay.
So that would be me.
Give me a sec. That would be you. Right, they don't move yet, so these guys are all moving. And Dirk.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do a double move, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an open door.
No, it's not. It's actually a closed, like, cargo door.
That's the door right here.
Oh, well then let's back that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hey guys.
All right, and top of the round, you can hear police sirens going on off, like, in the distance. Keela.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, that's a closed
I went
truck
out.
door. Oh, okay.
I came around. I went like this. I went from here down to here, but not through the truck.
Yeah.
And that's why it took me a double move to get over there.
All right.
I think it'd be cool if you did the Kool-Aid Man through the wall, though. I mean, I would have.
Oh yeah!
Wow, these are the worst sentry guards ever. They didn't see Dirk run by. There's a dead person in the bathroom. That's how they talk, man. I know is that racist or robotist? How dare you assume robots talk like that?
Well, when the singularity happens, I know the first person who's going to die.
All right, and you guys are going to run across the yard, I take it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
where I was running.
I'm gonna do it $6 Million Man style. So in my head, I'm going. You know that sound they made whenever he runned. So
I
he
think-
looks like he's going slow, but he's actually supposed to be going super fast.
I think it'd be more funnier if basically everyone else is running like hell across the field and you're just moving in slow motion making that noise.
And then
All
everybody
right.
stops and turns back, like, "What the hell are you doing? Get over here!"
All right. So as I mentioned, and as Dirk kind of said earlier, when you guys were talking out, you see across the yard there's a big, huge parking lot where I mentioned you see a bunch of like rundown vehicles all over the place, just almost like clutter. There are the 5 different or 6 different robotic food trucks outside. You also see 2 other vehicles, as I mentioned, that one is basically like an off-road car, a security vehicle with big off-road tires. So it almost looks like I don't know, kind of like a hillbilly bought a Jeep and then decided to like put monster truck tires on it because it was cool. And the other one is a black armored van, and they're parked closer to the entrance to the corporate building. The corporate building looks really ugly. It's like beige. It looks like it hasn't been updated in the past like 75 years. There's a big sign out front that says Frisco's Finest Foods, San Fran's best employer 3 years running. But considering the age of the sign, it's definitely not any 3 years that you've in your lifetime that this was actually happening. There's also a giant sign out front, and I'll show you. Let me just go ahead and move this out of the way here. Maybe I'll just lower this so we can see the full sign. And it's kind of it's like a huge hologram that's out on the front of the building. Probably just more as a promotional piece. So let me do the screen here, and I can. Oops, where are we at? Where'd you go?
He's hiding.
Oh, there we are. So that's pretty much what you see in front of the building too.
What? I don't see it.
I'm
You
not.
missed it.
Huh? It's not. I'm not sharing my screen right now.
Did
I
you
see it.
move?
It's on StreamYard.
Okay. Oh, it's a web page.
Oh.
Like, why is it not showing up in Roll20? Oh, that's why it's not in Roll20.
So that's like one of their, and the sign looks kind of old too, but that's kind of out front and kind of a weird like holographic paper-esque sort of thing in front of the building.
Okie dokie.
Ooh,
But-
synth duck.
Yeah, synth duck. The menu is actually kind of cool. You can get so basically for 50 wonlons, you can get the self-heating fish meal. Actually, wow. Frisco's ramen is 60 wonlons. Synth duck is synth duck. I'd rather soy duck. But
I have a
anyway.
soy allergy. Is there anything there for me?
Yeah.
But you make your way across the big thing, and there's just really between the two trucks there's kind of like a simple entrance that goes in, and honestly with everything going on now, as you look back and you see kind of guards looking out front of the building, and they're basically bringing the synths out into the courtyards. It doesn't look like no one's paying attention to what's happening over in corporate.
Oh, all right.
So there's a door, and then basically it looks like there's a big area at the bottom that kind of has a doorway. It's a glass door, so you can see through it. And then there's that kind of walk stairway that goes up to a second floor. Now, Dirk is dressed as Dirk, and the rest of you are dressed as synths. So how you guys want to approach this?
Very carefully. Dirk is dressed as Bloody Dirk.
That's true.
Do we see anybody inside the building?
Not in the lobby. It just looks like, it's like your standard corporate lobby. There's kind of like a little directory thing. There's a door that looks like there's a larger downstairs area. Maybe cubicles, maybe not. Excuse me. And there's a set of stairs that go to an upstairs. It's only a 2-story building.
All right, so I'm going to enter the building and look at the directory to see if there's maybe an IT department or server room or information, some kind of clue that would give me an idea where the core is basically what I'm looking for.
All right, so on the little map that comes up, it looks like the bottom floor is all sales. And then behind sales, there's kind of like a distribution office. Upstairs, there is a finance suite, a management suite. And actually, I'm sorry, rephrasing that. So downstairs, there's sales and what appears to be the tech department. And then upstairs, you will find marketing, distribution, finance, management, and something called surveillance.
I have a feeling we have to go there.
But no one's bothering you, and actually you're hearing like ads going, do you know that Frisco's Finest comes in 12 packs? Yes, we do. You can, Frisco's Finest, buy Frisco's Finest fried fish. Hey there, Tim MB. We actually have one person who's actually Synthilant Green. That's pretty much it. In one of the past episodes, we learned that there's a rumor that Vindaloo actually takes basically synths that are no longer useful and grinds up their synth flesh and sells it to restaurants. So, absolutely.
So what do you think? Right. Are we headed to the tech department or surveillance?
Tech department, because you might be able to see surveillance from tech department.
I'm thinking the core is probably in the tech department, but that's my guess.
That's what I would guess.
So it looks like you have to go through sales, and then there's like a little cafeteria area, and then the other side of that is the tech department.
Yay! Okay.
I guess I'm going to start trying to sneak to the tech department, keeping low down below the cubicle walls, maybe.
All right. So as soon as you kind of open the doors that are going into sales, it's a mess. There's basically people running up and down cubicles with like tablets in their hands. There looks like there's floor bosses there who are basically talking to unhappy customers. It's like a huge contact center that at this point no one is paying attention to any of you in the doorway.
Okay. I start walking very casually.
All right. Yeah, they're basically you can just hear it's like this huge maze of cubicle. There's about 12 employees and a couple of floor bosses, and the desks have basically your standard pitchers, stress balls, a potted plant, and that's really about it. But it is loud and people just trying to sell the product.
So is that the ambient conversation? Is that this is normal, that they're all just trying to, it's a chaotic selling environment, or is there something else that's causing an uproar?
No, it's just a chaotic selling environment. You're passing
right.
by people going, and we'll throw in a free robotic food truck visit if you take our product. Things
Okay.
like that.
Cool. I take advantage of the chaos, and like I said, I try to be nonchalant and move to the back towards the tech area.
All right. Everyone else following suit?
Yep.
Yeah. Following him like an intern.
All right. So you end up going through a large cafeteria area that has like an automat for food, tables to sit down on. There's a couple of refrigerator units in there. It doesn't look like a lot of people. It's not particularly looks like it's lunchtime because right now I think that you guys are on second shift. So there's probably not going to be many people in the lunchroom at this point. There's a coffee machine, things that you would usually find in such a place.
Is there a bathroom where I can wash the blood off?
Yeah, there is bathrooms. Absolutely.
All right. I should probably go wash the blood off.
Uh-oh. I think we just lost Gideon.
Yeah, we lost O'Shea. I'm sure he'll be back.
Okay.
Just keep going.
All right. I'm again continuing with the nonchalant, casual walk towards the tech area.
Okay. Dirk, you pop into the bathroom and kind of scrub the blood off of you?
Yeah, as much as I can. Try and make it look like food stain instead of blood.
Does everyone continue on to the tech, or does anyone wait for Dirk?
I'll grab a snack.
Okay.
And wait for him.
I'll stop at the water fountain in order to give him the time he needs to clean up.
Okay. Pretty easy. No one else kind of comes in. So, yeah, you can just take your time here. Once everyone's finished and gathered up, there's really no, there's no opposition to you cleaning up or grabbing food. Although if you take stuff from the automat, you do have to put in some wanlons. But otherwise, you can go over to the... And this is sales floor, too, and usually they like to keep sales people happy. So as you open the door...
for closers.
Yeah, so the refrigerator has all kinds of things like sandwiches and, of course, products from Frisco's Finest. There's also yogurts and all kinds of stuff, cheese sticks.
Is there a map of this floor or no?
There is... if there would have been one at the front desk where you guys were initially.
Hey, Gideon's back.
I meant on roll 20.
Oh, no, there's not. That's why we're doing Theater of the Mind.
Okay.
All right.
Once we're all together and Dirk has washed off as much of the blood as he can, we continue casually walking towards the tech area.
Okay. All right. So the tech area is basically, this place is pretty packed with synths. So you guys seem to be just fitting in with all the gray jumpsuits that are in here. Basically, they look like there's a bunch of tables and there's all kinds of equipment, broken equipment all over the place. And there is a robotic food truck in the center of the room. The hood is up on it, and it looks like there's some synths looking in there trying to fix things. And there is a bunch of servers in this room as well. And next to the servers, there is a what looks to be a Morris synth. And Morris synths are the kind of you fought a Morris synth in a couple adventures ago. That crazy thing that went insane and basically was kind of like knocking guards through walls until you took it down.
Yes, I remember.
There's one of those in the corner, kind of looks broken maybe, but that's also in the corner next to the servers.
How are they normally supposed to act?
The synths?
The Morris synth?
Morris synths are actually the heavy lifter synths. Those are the ones that are kind of like the big hulking models that are made to like do heavy lifting, and some of they actually have them for sports too, like big arena battles and wrestling matches and things like that.
Interesting.
The problem with Morris synths though is that they usually get decommissioned early because they're very unstable.
Interesting.
So, James, do I think these servers are part of the core, or are the core?
They're
Is it-
part of this. They're part of this building.
Okay. Do you think this is the compute? Do I think this is the server I need to access in order to upload the code?
You can definitely try.
Okie dokie. So I'm going to try and mingle in with the rest of the group and look like I'm working on something or repairing something.
Okay.
And then as time goes on, maybe a couple minutes or longer, I'm going to try and slide over towards the server and casually access it.
Okay.
Nobody notices.
James, I'm gonna distract. So I'm going to spill some food on the floor. Maybe order something and just knock it over. Maybe knock some soup into someone's face.
Okay. There's no food in here, and all the synths are actually occupied working on things. No one's particularly paying attention to you.
Oh,
If you want to
cool.
go and run soup, get soup from the kitchen and throw it in their faces. I mean, you're absolutely
Nope.
okay to do that.
Nope, we're good. I'm just gonna pretend to be a synth.
Okay. Doing the "We Are the Robots." All right. All right. So, but I want everyone except for Caitlin to make me a perception roll.
Perception.
All right. That
Oh fuck.
actually 10 is a magic number. Okay, so she's obviously paying attention. So you see Caitlin walk over to the servers, kind of slyly doing that. But once Caitlin starts moving over there, you notice that the Morris synth starts to twitch.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
And let's go ahead and take a 10-minute bathroom break, and we will come back to we'll come back.
All right.
We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
All right.
Come back.
Let's go synth food.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead here, and this is the one thing that drives me crazy about this is that there's no pause. But what I can do is, let's see, what can I do?
Oh, I'll be back in a minute.
All right. I can move back to me and just mute everybody. There we go. All right, so it looks like we are back. All right, so we're just missing our pal O'Shea, but let me go ahead while we're doing that and
It's not going to end well.
all right, so we have everybody here. We'll give Billy a couple of minutes to come back, and but this is kind of the situation where you're at. Is there's this broken? Oops, actually, I need to go to here. So definitely there is a broken Morris synth here. This is the the server terminal basically, and these are all the tables that the various synths are working on.
Okay.
And as we left off, I think everybody except for Keela has managed to see that as soon as Caitlin walked over towards the server, the Morris synth started to kind of twitch its head.
Back away slowly.
And I think for the most part is as you're kind of, looks like a couple of you rolled really high, I believe, with some pretty high. Oops, it looks like Billy disappeared. Yeah, it looks like Dr. Dirty got over a 20, and he also sees that it looks like the Morris synth is kind of restrained more than, so it's there for a reason. It is restrained, but it can be kind of dangerous.
Yay.
Can we hack it?
Are we like, we're running? Okay.
Yep, we are up. So what is so knowing that situation, Caitlin hasn't seen the synth move.
Caitlin, stop. Back up.
Back away slowly and try not to make eye contact.
All right.
We seem to have a small problem.
This thing starts jerking drastically and suddenly breaks its restraints. The other synths look very terrified, and I guess we'll just go to an initiative.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oops, I gotta open up the initiative thing. Oops, let me clear it first before I'll do that. And then, oops, I gotta roll again. All right. And that's 2.
All right, I got a 3 again. I am nothing if not consistent.
All right, Caitlin and Billy. Are you jumping into this combat?
Who?
You, Billy O'Shea.
13.
Rolled initiative. It says 13
Oh, why doesn't it appear on the thing?
because he didn't click on his character. So just add him.
Okay.
Roll.
All right, I'll add it manually.
Sorry.
And 13 for Billy. All right, and then I'll go ahead and do that. All right, so Caitlin, you are first and the closest to this thing as it pretty much jerks to life and gets up.
I'm going to do a a ping on it.
Okay.
I assume it's coming at us in a threatening manner. I mean, is that?
Yeah, it just like broke its bounds and jerked to life, and is coming towards you.
Okay, but it's not going to rush over and give me a bear hug. It's going to rush over and try and beat me to death.
Yeah, it's actually putting on lipstick in that sort of Bugs Bunny sort of way.
And then it looks at my character and goes, "A man."
Yeah. And does that total like Tex Avery thing where it goes awooga with the big eyes and
So James, am I doing one roll or am I doing 3 rolls?
do 3 rolls. I prefer it that way.
Okay. Well, that was my first roll, and then add 2 to that. So the first roll is a 3.
Okay.
The second roll is a 6, and the third roll is a 5.
So add it all up.
I'm sorry. Third roll is a 4. My bad.
Okay, so give me a total.
3, 6, 9, 9, 4 is 11, 13. 13.
All right.
It's D4 plus 1, right?
It's D4 plus 1. Yep.
That's 12.
Hang on. I'm looking up my bonus. It's my tech bonus, which I think is a +2. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, it's a D4 plus tech bonus, so it'd be 1D4 plus 2 for me.
Okay, so what's the total? 12 or 15?
Yep.
I'm not giving it 15 hit points. I'm removing 15. Okay, got it. It took that and didn't like it very much.
No,
He said you were a bad man. Did Mary? Hold on.
It's synth on synth violence.
Okay. I just thought I heard Mary yelling. That's all. All right. All right. That now brings us to Dr. Dirty.
Okay. Caitlin will distract it. You just worry about getting the job done. I'm going to move over here.
Well, Caitlin's going to have to come back up to the console here to plug in.
That's there. That's there. Yeah. Or I think I'll move there, and then I could shoot at it.
Okay.
Boom. Ah, I hit it twice. Sorry.
Did you
guessing
crit
at
it?
20? No, no.
Oh.
It just it 20 with a bonus.
Okay.
So 9 damage.
Okay. It knocks it back a little bit, but it doesn't drop it.
Come get some.
Billy.
I'm going to shoot.
Okay.
Hold on a second. At 1d4 plus 1.
Well, you roll a d20 to hit whatever your d20 and your bonus is, and then the damage for the All-American
2d6.
2d6, yeah.
Oop. Hit the wall.
Oh, okay. Bang. It goes by. Keela.
I guess over here, this lighter gray part.
Uh-huh.
Is that
That's part of the wall for the other room.
okay? So I can't stand here.
No.
So, I'm gonna come right around by this corner. No, I'll come over here, and
Okay.
I will shoot at him. 14 to hit.
14 to hit is going to miss. Or it doesn't particularly miss him. It just basically bounces off its weird, rubbery, nasty skin. And this one is going to go screaming crazily at Dr. Dirty.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to hit you twice with its hands.
Distraction. No, as a reaction, I use distraction to impose disadvantage on him.
All right. A 20 and an 11. So the 11 will miss. The second hit will hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. It's hitting you with its bare hands. It only does 4 points as it slams into you. All right, Dirk.
All right. I'm going to go all John Woo on his ass. So I'm basically going to jump over the desk here as I'm firing both of my pistols at him.
Nice.
All right, just make me a successful athletics check.
Sure.
All you have to do is not roll low.
Yeah.
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 All right, so you make it over. And then make your shot, whatever penalties you have for dual-handed whatever.
If I remember correctly, it's the first shot is normal, the second shot is without bonuses.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first shot is 22.
That'll hit it.
For a whopping 4 damage.
It's crying right now. You should see it. It's
sure. And then let me get back to this thing and do D20. 6.
That'll miss.
Yes, it will.
All right, Caitlin, back to you. The big hulky thing is basically with the dock right now.
And I'm running, and I'm running, and I'm running, and I'm running.
Okay, and you're gonna try to plug in?
Yes, I'm going to try and hack into the system.
All right, there is no firewall on this system, so you can easily place the disc in it.
Dumbasses, don't they know you always need a firewall?
I think we're fighting the firewall.
All right. So is that? Do I need to make a roll, James, or is that just I plug it in and it does?
Just make a hacking and don't suck.
Oh man.
And Jinx.
Yeah, right.
Hey, watch it with that. Oh!
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes. All right.
Hey.
You're going, I almost put it in the cup holder. Let me. So it's still going to take you some time to do it. There is there are a bunch of books on this desk that look kind of interesting, especially since books are, are kind of a rare things these days since everyone reads tablets.
Okay, so I completely ignore what's going on behind me and I start looking through the book titles.
Okay. Are you going to since you're in the network, are you going to try to grab information from the network too, or you're just putting it in and letting that run?
Yeah, I'm going to try and see if, since there's no firewall, I'm going to try and see if I can try and grab some data too.
Okay, perfect. Dr. Dirty, you're fighting Robo Jerk.
Robo Wall.
Yeah.
This is fun. Yeah.
Did we skip Billy or did
No,
we not?
Billy's next.
I apologize. It has been so long since I actually switched weapons on here. It's what kind of action is it to if I drop my weapon? What kind of an action is it to pull out another weapon?
It's part of your movement.
Oh, okay. So then we'll just we'll try this. I know it's probably gonna suck, but it didn't suck.
All right. It is still up, but yeah, you heard it. It's not looking very long for this world. It's soon to be cat chow, but Billy, finish him. Yes, that hits him.
What is it? 2d4 for damage.
The wolves are outside. Oh, nice. And Billy, you put a bullet right through its head. And it goes down. It's flopping, like its nerve reactions aren't caught up with the fact that it should be dead, but it's on the ground.
Yeah, but at least I look cool when I shot him.
I think cinematically, though, Billy's all the way over there. He shoots, the camera pans behind, and there's just this hole in its head as it goes down. But anyway. All right, Caitlin.
Yawns and casually points the gun in the direction.
Caitlin, one more hacking roll from you.
Okay.
Don't screw it up.
Shut up.
Nice.
Hey, you didn't screw it up.
I didn't.
All right. So interestingly enough, the books that you're kind of looking through as this are going on are basically all assorted poetry. Tennyson, Wordsworth, Byron, Shelley, just various other assorted older poetry, even some new stuff in there. But there is, oddly enough, one of them is has a dog-eared page, and there's a 2D flat photograph of a Nightingale model synth, and Nightingale model synths are usually used for pleasure.
Okay.
Or sometimes they're repurposed for medical or simple things, but a lot of times they're just sex workers. But there is one of a Nightingale synth, and they're pretty nice looking, red hair, green eyes, almost kind of has that Jessica Rabbit sort of look.
Okay.
But that's honestly, that's all there is except for the poetry books. And yeah, you got the information you need. And the code has been uploaded successfully.
Can I take a picture of the book titles and the picture of the Nightingale?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna leave them as they were, but I'm gonna take two quick pictures, and then I'm gonna pull out the USB drive, the drive chip, whatever I use to put the code into the server, and I get up and give a nod to everybody that it's time to go.
All right. So, oops. You fell out of stream. Okay, so the next part of this is going to be done, but it's almost kind of like how they did it in 4th edition, except they're calling it a set piece. So right now you have the equipment. However, there's cops that are storming the area at this point because of what happened over in the factory. It's definitely very hard to. It's going to be sort of difficult to get out. But what we have here is each of you are basically you need to make 3 successful skill checks out of 4 total skill checks.
Oh, it's a skill challenge.
Yeah, it's a skill challenge, like from 4E. They're calling it a set piece here. So if you guys make it successfully, all of you escape. If not, then obviously other things happen.
Shenanigans ensues.
Yep. So here are the skills that you can use and figure out as a group of how you want to use them. You can either do an acrobatics, athletics, bureaucracy, engineering, hacking, mechanics, presence, or stealth. So realistically, how do you guys want to escape? And that's the best way to figure out what skills you're going to try to use.
Oh, I have a +6 in stealth, so
I
I'm
know.
good
Let,
at stealth
okay.
out.
So you're going to basically suggest to the party sneak, because that's kind of meta to go, I have the highest stat in this, so that's what's going to
I'm
get me
going to
out.
say that I am very used to sneaking out of sticky situations from my drug dealing days, and I'm good at finding sneaky routes if people want me to try and find a route.
Okay, so
Okay.
you can go ahead and make the stealth roll for everybody. And that is successful. All right, so 1 down, 2 more to go. All right, so that basically gets you out of the corporate building. So now, what other skills might you think about using?
I'd like to try to make a. What was I gonna do?
First
Mechanics.
person?
I'm gonna do a mechanics text to try to like make a distraction. Would that work?
Sure. How would you make just by screaming, "I have a mechanic skill," or are you actually?
I'm a mechanic. Look at my wrench.
Or
Would,
I mean, there's a couple of vehicles right outside the door that you.
Yeah, I can.
Sure.
Like try to
would be
work on.
mechanics.
I could try to hotwire one of the cars.
All right, awesome. Go ahead. It's a
Oh.
DC 10.
Come on, 9. Mechanics. There we go. Oops, rolled twice. Sorry.
What's the first one?
10.
A 10. Perfect. All right. So which one you starting up? The armored van or the
Jeep.
The Jeep?
Um.
A monster truck or the
Armored van. Armored.
Yeah, armored van would probably be safer, but the Jeep would probably be more stealthy. We'll go with the armored van.
Yep.
All right. So right now the two roles that probably make more sense is either going to be a hacking to open the gates to get out, or a bureaucracy to basically get to the gates and convince the police that, for whatever you're trying to do.
Caitlin, hack away.
Okay, I'm gonna try hacking.
All right, DC 14.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Hey.
You make it?
Told
Okay.
you, get at it.
All right. So the door opens and you guys drive out and escape.
Oh my god, that actually worked.
Absolutely.
I'm just surprised we made it out of there only killing one person, technically. If you count the synth as a person,
Yeah,
too.
So James, as we're driving out, can I set the reactor core to overload and kill as many synths as possible? I mean, we got our standards here, man. We got to get the body count. So
No body.
Oh, you don't want to blow up the computers.
Buddy.
no, I'm kidding. Of course, I'm kidding.
All right. So yeah, you made the 3 rolls, the 3 checks perfectly, and you managed to escape into the night. So I'm gonna give you a couple of bits of information, and then we are going to we'll call it for the evening, and then we'll end the show. We'll stay on here so we can discuss our future game thing as we discussed, but because it's still fairly early. But the information that you managed to get from the building is so there's someone that calls himself Willie Williams, and he appears a lot on the security feeds.
Never trust somebody with 2 first names.
And as you kind of look through the camera footage on this person, is that they're seen with a very attractive red-headed synth, kind of the one looking like the picture that you had found.
Okay.
As you go through, you find further footage of an industrial accident that looks like it injured the Nightingale synth. And basically, it looks like there was accident reports filed. And there's the last thing that you see there shows that there is a form filled out that basically said that the company wants the synth should be reconditioned, and there was basically a setup for a pickup of that Nightingale synth, and that's where you kind of get it off. So you managed to pull like local information, not particularly anything on the company. So that must have been Willie Williams' cubicle or his computer that you pull the information out of.
Okay.
But what you got is like his personal information, which matches up to the synth that you saw in the picture, and the synth getting injured, and then a report. And you're not 100% sure, but you can do research on it if the report looks like it was faked or not. But ultimately, at the end piece that you got from it was that there was a order put in for the synth to be reclaimed and reconditioned, and that's where things kind of left off.
Okay.
All right, but you upload the code and everything is done. I will go ahead and give you your XP.
EXP. Do we get the level?
What's that? Well, let's see if you do. You're going to get a nice payout, if anything.
You don't see anything immediately happening to the synths?
What's that?
With the uploaded code, nothing immediately happens?
Nothing immediately happened, but both of you remember that the code had some undefined lines in it.
Yeah.
So there's probably the next day there's going to be something possibly interesting happening at the Vindaloo. So even though you didn't do a mass murder spree, you probably just caused like the revolution. So
Cool.
So let's see.
You hear that, Matt? We're still going to hit our quota.
Woohoo! Kill bots.
All right, and the books are worth money too if you want to eventually sell them. But
are they original?
They're old.
Maybe we should get them evaluated before we do anything.
All right. So it's going to be 500.
One of us.
So it looks like it's going to be probably around 250 XP for this piece of it. But we're still kind of semi early, so you'll probably hit level 3 at some point fairly shortly.
So what does that make? 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 18 we should have?
Yeah.
That's what I got.
And also, what's that?
I know, I'm not sure if it matters at all, but I don't think we actually got XP at the end of the last game.
Oh, really? Maybe I'm just doing milestone. It's been a while. Anyway,
no problem.
Let's just say that you guys are close to 3rd level anyway. And that is about it. So we'll go ahead and close.
Wanlons, or we have to wait till next time to give it to get paid?
Oh yes, take your 100,000 Wanlons.
Woohoo!
You are all paid. All right, and that is going to. Oh, I see something about support. Oh yes, thank you. So that'll end another episode of Show Us Your Crits in our Carbon 2185 series. Well, it's not going to end the series. We still got another one in a couple of weeks. But anyway, a couple things. Check us out on Facebook at Show Us Your Crits Media. You can check us out at youtube.com/c/Show Us Your Crits on YouTube. And check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Grindhouse Media, spelt like it shows here on the side, GRINDHAUS, the German house spelling for house. And we can definitely use your support to kind of keep all these expensive tools that we use going. So anyway, have a good night, and we will see you all in 2 weeks for the continuation. So adios, and broadcast